think we went through a very extensive process to land where we landed with Will Harris and Gerald Chapman, both of which I think have proven to be what we thought they were. Really good teachers. I think they've got character. I do think they have passion for people. They have care for the player, independent of the game. Great families, and I think pedigree, right? They've been around good coaching. They know what it looks like. They've coached at the highest level. They've coached at the Power 5 level. I think they've done a good job connecting with the staff and the players so far.
Austin and Ron have a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
past. How's that collaboration gonna work? In
Yeah,
terms of calling plays and doing all that?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, you think about Ron Robertson, what he brings to the table. Veteran coach, been a head coach, been a coordinator, play caller. Austin and him, there's a mentor type relationship there. And a ton of respect, mutual respect on both sides. So I think we get the wisdom, this system, and there's a number of coaches. You guys obviously will write the story at some point, but this guy's mentored 1 million defensive coaches in his career, some of which are coordinator play callers in the NFL and college football. So I think it's a positive because I think the system that we run, Ron started that system at Louisiana the first 2 years we were there, kind of got it up and running, and then it's evolved. And the guys that have been running that worked for him in the past, right? So I think whether that was Patrick Toney, who took over, who's now in the National Football League, or Austin, Jay Bateman's in that tree of coaches. So I think we get, they call him the OG, the Godfather, whatever you want to call him, right? We get him back in the building, and he's going to make us better, and he'll make the players better. His guys have always been productive, the guys that he coaches and the units that he coaches. So there's a track record of playing really good defense, and we're fortunate to have him.
To follow up on that, I don't think executive head coach is a title I've seen before. Are there any specific new duties with that, or can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, head coach for the defense, basically a guy who oversees, that side of the ball to some degree. Austin obviously is the coordinator, calls the plays and runs the unit meetings, but we're getting a guy who can coach the coaches, who can approve the installation, the game plans, that, really can get the best of that side of the ball. Essentially, it's the head coach of the defense to some degree, so, and I think the coordinator relationship there is one that's, those guys they're loving life right now, so they're both ball guys, and I mean, we've got Mike Peterson in that room, Will Harris in that room, Gerald Chapman in that room. We promoted Callie James, who's a graduate assistant. He's kind of the assistant defensive line coach, and is going to help us with the hybrid players. It's a good room, and I think they're in a good place. They're excited to work together.